In today's show, Teeka Tiwari makes his latest Bitcoin price prediction. He says Bitcoin will hit $70,000 sooner than people realize. That's right. In a recent Zoom call with Lowe of Legacy Research Group, Teeka specifically predicted Bitcoin growing as high as $60,000 or $70,000. Teeka says you'll see cryptocurrencies with multi-trillion-dollar market caps, like how you see stocks like Amazon and Apple with multi-trillion-dollar market caps. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, did you know that PayPal has a waiting list for access to Bitcoin buying, which is 2 to 3 times greater than their initial expectations? Also in today's episode, the latest Bitcoin sell-off prepares a launch pad towards $15,000. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 signs that the Bitcoin rally is only just starting. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin back in the green, most of the major altcoins back in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in attending this live event with the one and only Teeka Tiwari entitled The Crypto Catch Up, your last chance to get the life that you want, where Teeka Tiwari is going to be breaking down the latest and what's going on in cryptocurrency, including his top picks. Be sure to register by clicking the link right below this video in the description and get on their RSVP list. This live event is going down November 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Register, you'll be glad you did. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. While we're talking about Teeka Tiwari, he just made a recent Bitcoin price prediction saying Bitcoin will hit $70,000 sooner than people realize. Bitcoin just reached its highest point since 2018, and some analysts believe it will surge to new all-time highs in the near future. I'm one of those people who believes that Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high here in the fourth quarter of 2020, surpassing its 20K all-time high set back in December of 2017. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, crypto investment analyst Teeka Tiwari predicts Bitcoin will reach 60 or 70,000 a lot sooner than most people realize. In a recent Zoom call with Lowe of Legacy Research Group, Teeka specifically predicted Bitcoin growing as high as $60,000 or $70,000. And although Teeka did not issue a timeline for his prediction, Teeka insisted we'll see cryptocurrencies with multi-trillion-dollar market caps within the near future, similar to how stocks like Amazon and Apple have multi-trillion-dollar market caps today. Now, Teeka made that prediction back in August when Bitcoin was hovering between $10,000 and $12,000. Now, over the last few weeks, Bitcoin has surged to recent highs, reaching as high as $14,100, although the price has retreated slightly in recent days. Some are calling for Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high before the end of 2020. Let me know if you feel this is likely to happen in the comments right down below. And if not, where do you think the Bitcoin price will likely get to by the end of December? Now, Teeka deliberately did not put a timeline on his prediction, stating that he did not want to get backed into a corner, similar to how other crypto gurus have looked foolish with their Bitcoin price prediction dates that have come and gone. He went on the record to share, "I'm not going to paint myself into a corner and say when, but it will happen a lot sooner than most people realize." Now, 2020 has been an uncertain year for everything, to say the least, but Bitcoin has remained relatively steady throughout the year. That's right, Bitcoin is up approximately 100% year to date, and the world's biggest crypto has continued to slowly accumulate market cap throughout the year, sucking in the altcoins like a black hole. Now, while some people believe that there will be a correction before the end of this year, others believe Bitcoin will surge. We can see a tumultuous end to 2020 with the US presidential election and uncertain COVID-19 treatments. Bitcoin could be a safe haven for investors in a world of uncertainty. And let's not forget, we have the big election today. And as I pointed out in yesterday's episode, regardless if Biden or Trump wins, the Fed will continue to make that money printer go brrr. So ultimately, Bitcoin will be the big winner. Now, in his interview, Teeka claims that we're maybe in the second half of just the first inning of this bull market. I like that, ultimately meaning we're just getting started. As much as Bitcoin's price has surged in recent months, Teeka believes it is just the first 10% of the bull market, with the remaining 90% surge still to come. He goes on the record to share, we're in maybe the second half or just the first inning of this bull market. You're going to see Bitcoin reach $60,000 or $70,000. Well, there's reasons to be optimistic about Bitcoin in the near future. Teeka and his team have collected all the following evidence showing the long-term viability of Bitcoin and digital currencies in general. Number one, one, we have Fidelity, one of the world's largest asset managers, Intercontinental Exchange, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, and JP Morgan Chase, one of America's largest banks, all creating crypto products and services for their clients. That's right. Also, we have Walmart, Visa, IBM, Citigroup, and UPS adopting blockchain technology, using it to track supply chains and cross-border transactions. We also have billionaire hedge funds, which are allocating a portion of their portfolios towards Bitcoin, and a growing number of asset managers recommending putting a slice of your portfolio into alternative assets like Bitcoin. We also have the Department of Defense, the Secret Service, and NASA, who are working with blockchain technology for national security and space exploration. We also have the central banks of China, Sweden, and France exploring the launch of their own digital currencies called central bank digital currencies, CBDC, that can change the future of national currency as we know it. And let's not also forget, Iran's central bank is now embracing Bitcoin and buying it up. And it's not all good news for Bitcoin. However, on October 30th, Bitcoin abruptly dropped 4%, as I covered thoroughly in yesterday's episode on why specifically we had that drop, as Bank of America predicted a 20% market crash. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has declined 7.5% since October 12th, and some suggest this winter will be the end of the market's historic bull market, leading to uncertain times for Bitcoin. But of course, critics argue that uncertain times lead to a surge in Bitcoin prices. That's right, with more economic uncertainty and with more stimulus and trillions being printed in the name of QE, that's just going to drive up the Bitcoin price, in my opinion. Now, of course, critics argue that uncertain times lead to a surge in the Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin delivers what the coveted alpha investors are seeking. Bitcoin rises or falls on different factors than the traditional markets, and it's not tied to the economy of any specific country. Teeka first approached the Legacy Research Group team back in 2016, advocating for them to cover cryptocurrencies. Now, clearly, Teeka believes Bitcoin's brightest days are ahead. Do you agree or disagree with Teeka that Bitcoin price will reach $60,000 to $70,000 within the near future? Drop me a comment right down below. The longtime Bitcoin advocate is also hosting an upcoming event on Wednesday, November 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern called Teeka Tiwari's Crypto Catch-Up event. The Crypto Catch-Up webinar hosted by Palm Beach Research Group's Teeka Tiwari will be referred to as the last chance to get the life you want, where the cryptocurrency countdown will take place. Once again, to register for that, click the link right below this video. It's going to take you here. Simply enter your best email address, reserve your spot, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, and before I break down our next story of the day, latest Bitcoin sell-off prepares a launch pad towards $15,000. Let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin in the green, up about 0.5% for the day, now trading above $13,300. We have Ethereum and most of the major altcoins back in the red, with Ethereum down 1.5%, trading at $378. Let me know if you're bullish on Ethereum. We have some analysts saying we could drop back down to like the 300s, and some are saying Ethereum is about to soar. Now, speaking of Ethereum, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust just purchased 75,419 ETH yesterday and now own 2.13% of the total ETH supply. They say demand will flow into Ethereum and altcoins and push the price up in just a matter of time. Pretty wild, right? We have Chainlink down 5%, trading at $10.37. Miss Litecoin down 3%, trading at $52.43. Cardano down 2.5%, trading at 9.1 cents. And BNB down 6%, trading at $26.64. And let me throw XRP in the mix, one of the few altcoins actually in the green, up about 0.25% for the day, trading at 23.6 cents. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Bitcoin underwent a sharp sell-off on Monday, 2 days after it reached a 3-year high above $14,000. The benchmark crypto corrected downwards to hit $13,215, but it quickly recouped a portion of its losses minutes after touching the intraday low. Now, technically, the downside rejection appeared in the form of a long wick. Most traders agree that negative wicks point to a bullish reversal, especially as its bottom coincides with other support levels. Now, on Monday, Bitcoin illustrated the said confluence as shown in this chart right here on your screen. Check it out. The price fell atop a level that has lately become a point of reversal for traders, an accumulation zone after each sell-off since October 21st. The same support allowed Bitcoin to limit its bearish bias against the mounting selling pressure by sending its price about $500 upward. Now, simultaneously, Bitcoin remained under a downside bias because of a considerable selling presence near a horizontal resistance around $13,820. The crypto formed a long wick near it as well, facing north, that overall left it inside a consolidation channel that appears like an ascending triangle. Now, as far as the breakout calls protocols go, an ascendant triangle is a bullish pattern that forms during an uptrend. An asset confirms it when its price begins a sequence of higher lows while limiting its upside bias around a resistance line. Now that's pretty much the case of Bitcoin on its ongoing trend, as I just shared with you in the chart. Now with that being said, Bitcoin could consolidate within the confines of the triangle, but a repeated retest of the resistance line should eventually lead to a breakout move above it. That is according to the history of an ascending triangle. Anyways, there are additional requirements. Nevertheless, as the triangle pattern develops, volume contracts, Bitcoin passes this scenario, and meanwhile, the breakout should appear within a sudden volume explosion or risk turning into a fake upside move that could put the Bitcoin price back inside the triangle range. But as the breakout occurs, an ideal ascending triangle upside target is the vastest distance between the two trend lines. In the current scenario, that is the height of the triangle, which is around $1,200. That puts the Bitcoin next price target $1,200 above its resistance line near $13,820. It is a clear bull run above 15,000, and I feel once we can break 14K, as Max Kaiser pointed out, there's nothing but air between 14K and the $20,000 all-time high, so we can surpass that and blow right past it, in my humble opinion, and we can do that here in the fourth quarter of 2020. Now here's for the good Bitcoin fundamentals. The consolidation phase with the ascendant triangle also coincides with a period of market uncertainty around this US presidential election, which goes down today. Who's going to win, Trump or Biden? Drop me a comment right down below. But yeah, we all know Bitcoin will be the biggest winner. A clear victory for either Donald Trump or Joe Biden guarantees one thing: the US Congress will pass the long-delayed coronavirus relief package. As Max Bronstein points out right here on crypto Twitter, it seems as if we find ourselves in another "this is good for Bitcoin" moment. A Biden win plus blue Senate effectively guarantees a wave of stimulus with a floor of $2 trillion. In the case of a divided government, the Fed is standing by, ready to expand asset purchases. That's right. So as it appears, Bitcoin traders are watching the developments within the US political space, while those with short-term risk appetite are attempting to dump their holdings. Those with a medium-term upside outlook are buying the dips. BTFD all day, my friends. That's right. Let me know if you're taking advantage of these Bitcoin dips and buying it up. Dollar cost average and HODL. That, my friend, is the strategy. Now, before I break down our next stories of the day and we discuss PayPal having a waiting list for access to Bitcoin buying, which is 2 to 3 times greater than their initial expectations, and before I share with you the 5 signs that the Bitcoin rally is only just beginning, first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $392 billion with $89 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Current Bitcoin dominance is 63.9%. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have the Midas Touch Gold up 7%, trading at 1.8 cents. Numeraire up 5%, trading at $24. Cybervein up 2%, trading at 9.4 cents. Augur up almost 2%, trading at $12.84. XRP up 0.9%, trading at 23.8 cents. So as you can see, there's not that many altcoins in the green for today. And now checking out the biggest losers, we have Sushi Swap down 11%, trading at 52 cents. Ocean Protocol down almost 11%, trading at 43 cents. Hobby Token down 10%, trading at $3.57. And NXM down 9.5%, trading at $19.64. Now out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the Binance margins, we can see the bulls are barely in control, leading with 51.47% longs versus 48.53% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 71 in greed, the same as yesterday. Last week a 61 in greed, and last month a 42 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. Now, speaking about PayPal, as Scott Melker pointed out right here, PayPal is a waiting list for access to Bitcoin buying, which is 2 to 3 times greater than their initial expectations. The mob is coming. Let's check this out. PayPal's bullishness on cryptocurrencies, Schulman implied, is based on early response to last month's crypto offering. He said the size of the waiting list for access to crypto, which is now available to 10% of PayPal customers. That's right, about 10% of the overall database of PayPal users currently have access to purchase Bitcoin, which was 2 or 3 times as great as what the company anticipated. Schulman said that the service will be available to all US users in the next few weeks. Perfect timing, wouldn't you say? On a broader level, Schulman pointed to the fact that companies and central banks are experimenting with cryptocurrencies and to the utility of digital wallets. In response to an analyst question, Schulman said, PayPal views cryptocurrency systems, which rely on a tamper-proof online ledger known as the blockchain, as cheaper and more efficient than ACH, which is the network that supports the existing banking system. So as you can see, this is extremely bullish for the Bitcoin and crypto market. And before I break down our next story of the day, and I share with you 5 signs that the real Bitcoin rally is only just beginning. First, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 590 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. I also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to help support the YouTube channel. If you're tuning in on a different platform outside of YouTube, the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Let's go. The price of Bitcoin has pulled back substantially since touching its yearly high at 14,100 just a few days ago. Yet there are 5 signs that the real rally is only just beginning. Rising hodling activity, record high fundamentals, low retail interest, higher time frame breakouts, and technical indicators suggest that a bigger bull run may be brewing. That's right, let's start with the higher time frame breakout. Bitcoin has dropped over 6% from its local peak at over 14,000, a level which hasn't been tested since 2017. But on the weekly and monthly time frames, it recorded a clear breakout. It saw its weekly and monthly candle closes above 13,000 for the first time in nearly 3 years. That's right, and we almost had the highest monthly close in Bitcoin history, but not quite. As you can see right here on your screen, this monthly chart shows Bitcoin is far above its key moving averages. Technically, that means that the momentum is still intact, but a healthy pullback could be beneficial. Next, the Google Trends activity and social volumes are still low. That's right, during the peak of the bull run, Google Trends activity for the keyword Bitcoin skyrockets as retail demand floods in. When market sentiment becomes euphoric, whales tend to take profit, causing the market to decline. Now, in the past several months, despite the strong rally of Bitcoin, Google Trends activity has been low. This indicates that not a lot of retail investors are searching about the dominant crypto on Google. Now, additionally, according to data from the TIE, the monthly tweet volume of Bitcoin in October only rose 7.8%. The lack of retail interest, despite the price being at a multi-year high, indicates Bitcoin might be in its early bull market phase. As we can see right here on your screen, it shows the Bitcoin tweet volume month over month. This is coming from the TIE. Next, we have technical indicators showing that the rally is not overheated. That's right. According to the Mayer multiple, historical Bitcoin price cycles show the current Bitcoin rally is not overheated. The Mayer multiple analyzes the price of Bitcoin based on its 200-day moving average, which evaluates its long-term price trend. If the multiple is above 2.4, it indicates that the rally is likely overheated. In 2017, when Bitcoin hit its 20K all-time high, as an example, the multiple rose to around 3.8. Now, currently, as of November 2nd, the Mayer multiple is hovering at around 1.27. This shows that the rally is not overheated or overcrowded, despite Bitcoin's uptrend from 3,600 to 13,350 since March. Now, for the next sign that this Bitcoin rally is only just beginning, the hash rate is still near a record high. During autumn, the northern areas of China undergo the rainy season. Major mining hubs that rely on hydropower can gain access to cheaper electricity, which allows them to mine Bitcoin more efficiently. And when the rainy season came to an end, there was mass exodus of miners in the northern area of China. Consequently, the hash rate of Bitcoin fell steeply in a short time period, yet the 30-day average hash rate over the past year shows that the Bitcoin hash rate is still near its record high. Currently, it's hovering at roughly 132 million terahashes per second. In January, the hash rate was well below 100 million terahashes per second by comparison. And I'd also like to point out, as Max Kaiser always shares, the Bitcoin price always follows the hash rate. And according to the hash rate, that tells us that the Bitcoin price should be above $30,000, according to Max Kaiser. Just wanted to throw that out there. Next, hodling activity is still strong. Based on the hodl waves, which evaluate the trend of long-time Bitcoin hodlers, more investors are increasingly holding Bitcoin for the longer periods. Hodling activity has increased since March, when the price of Bitcoin briefly dropped below 3,600. Since then, investors have been steadily accumulating BTC. As you can see right here on your screen, the hodl waves brought to you by Glassnode Analytics. The increasing hodling of Bitcoin put together with strong fundamentals, a favorable high time frame technical structure, and positive technical indicators have strengthened the overall market sentiment that may eventually trigger an even bigger rally for Bitcoin. I do feel that the rally is just beginning. As Teeka Tiwari points out, we're only in the first inning. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Teeka Tiwari predicts that the Bitcoin price will hit $70,000 sooner than people realize. Teeka says you'll see cryptocurrencies with multi-trillion-dollar market caps, like how you see stocks like Amazon and Apple with multi-trillion-dollar market caps. Also in today's show, I shared that the latest Bitcoin sell-off prepares a launch pad towards a $15,000 Bitcoin price. I also shared that PayPal has a waiting list for access to buying Bitcoin, which is 2 to 3 times greater than their initial expectations, which ultimately means the mob is coming. And I also shared with you the 5 signs that the real Bitcoin rally is only just getting started. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in attending this live event with the one and only Teeka Tiwari, America's most trusted cryptocurrency expert, this is going down November 11th, which is on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, entitled The Crypto Catch Up, your last chance to get the life that you want. Teeka Tiwari is going to be given the name of some of his top picks, as he mentions right here. As a bonus, get the name and ticker of Teeka's top pick absolutely free. Also remind you, back in 2019, Teeka Tiwari did 5 coins to 5 million, and he gave away his #1 cryptocurrency pick, which was Chainlink, which ended up being the greatest performing crypto asset of that entire year during the crypto winter. So be sure to register by clicking the link right below this video in the description. I look forward to seeing you there, and I also look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.